Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today, this is the last day of this year, the 31st of December. So we're going to close. And before that, I just want to give a quick recap on what all did we learn this year, what all did we had a chance to learn, and what are the videos that we gone through this year. And yeah, in case if you have missed any of this, please do check out again. Anyways, it's always in our Little Slide YouTube channel. Just give a subscription and you can watch all these videos for free anytime, anywhere. So so the very first video that I have uploaded in this year started on Jan 6th, which is like how to effectively use the uniform random timer in JMeter. Yes, so by watching that video, I mean, like you can understand how well you can use the uniform random timer. I mean, timer again will help you to include the think time in your JMeter test. That will actually give you enough what to say enough time for the request to send to the server, so it gives actually enough breathing space for the server. And again, I think there are a lot of things to be discussed. We have discussed about think time, and yes, so this is one of the random timer that I have used, and please go to this video if you haven't watched it. And then I have created another video that is, which is like what is DevOps and its life cycle. And in fact, another surprising and interesting news is that we are having a separate going to be a separate YouTube channel for DevOps, and that is being launched tomorrow. And this is a surprise news for all of you. Yes, we are having a separate channel for DevOps, because there are like a lot of people who are asking separate videos for DevOps. Those who are like do not want to get confused with performance testing. Yes, so I have created a separate channel for that, and it's going to launch from tomorrow. That's on 1st of 2025. If you're interested to learn DevOps, if you are an existing DevOps engineer, and if you want to like brush up your knowledge, please do join our channel. I will share the details of the new channel at the end of this video. And then we have started with another timer, that is precise throughput timer. This is another timer, and there is a lot of differences between the uniform random timer and the precise throughput timer, and yes, I have discussed about that as well. And then the next one is how to get the Apache JMeter root certificate. And yeah, that has got actually a lot of views, and I think I really understand how difficult it is to find to get the Apache JMeter root certificate in JMeter 5.6.3. Yes, I can understand. So that's the thing. I think I can find it. More than 3,000 views has been there. And then we have I have created a video on how to do batch job load testing using JMeter. Yes, in fact, there are a lot of queries on it, like how to do a batch job load testing. Because anyways, as part of any of the application, yes, we do have batch jobs, and I have discussed about what is a batch job and how to do batch job load testing using JMeter. And there was another question that I was. This is again one of the video that has come out of this question. One of the subscribers, some of the subscribers were unable to access the jar file Apache JMeter in the jar file in the bin folder. So this is the video that has actually helped them to fix that issue. And then yeah, this is another DevOps related video, that is how to do cherry pick, and I have explained to you what is a cherry pick and how to do the cherry pick. And then this is another video that I have created on how to calculate the response times with the Little Slaw, not our YouTube channel, but with the actual Little Slaw, where we use the number of users is equal to throughput multiplied by the response times, and all these calculations will be there. So I created that video. So if you are someone who is interested to look into it, please do check out this video. And then I have created another video on navigating some of the performance testing interview questions, like how to tackle the no monitoring tool challenge. So if you don't have a monitoring tool, how will you profile the applications? So this is the beginning of that video, because after that I have created several videos on Visual VM Profiler and how to do a heap dump analysis. So all these were like helpful to you. And then I have created a video on how to create your first repo and run your pipeline in Azure DevOps. So this is another more interesting video. This is a combination of both DevOps and performance testing, so please do watch it if you are interested to it. And then another timer video, that is this time it has Gaussian random timer, and this is more interesting as well, because in this video I have discussed about what is a Gaussian random timer, what is the difference between the other timers and the Gaussian random timer. And then moving on to another neoload related to neoload related video, where we are unlocking the power of JavaScript in neoload, where I'm encoding and decoding the base 64 request. And then Yeah, this is another highly interesting topic, that is JMeter integration with Grafana plus InfluxDB for real-time monitoring. So here I've explained like how to do it and what is the importance of doing it and why is it important to integrate is also been explained here. And then we have discussed about the heap dump analysis. This is another heap dump analysis video on using Visual VM Profiler, and we'll move on to the next one, which is, so currently we have completed the January and then we are into February. So in February, I've started with another, what is a backend listener. I think backend listener is another one of the listener, which is part of the integration part. So when you're integrating your Grafana with InfluxDB, backend listener plays an important role, which actually act as a connector between your InfluxDB and Grafana and JMeter. And then this is another video, and this is about a DNS server, and this is all about a DevOps related topic. So if you're interested in DevOps related topic, you're going to watch all these in our new channel, which is DevOps Studios. And then another interview related question. I believe it's again with some mentor discussion. So I was having a discussion with one of our subscribees. So it's about unlocking the performance testing from requirements to smoke test, and then how to collect the performance requirement, mainly the requirement collection document part. And then there is one video on Blazemeter. So Blazemeter is another tool which is in the market for performance testing. So I've just started one of the video with Blazemeter, and then there is another video on requirement collection document. So this is again more interesting, where I have discussed about the ifs and buts and what are all the things that you can collect during the requirement collection, what are the things that we should concentrate on. And here another DevOps related video where I have created on how to connect the GitHub to Azure DevOps, and then how to export Azure DevOps repository to GitHub in simple steps. And then there is another video on the Bean Shell preprocessor in JMeter, which is explained with an example. And moving on to loop control. So most of the things you can see related with the JMeter, and this is another one which is related to how to use the loop controller and once only controller in JMeter. So this is again it's a kind of a mix of it. So I think this has come up as part of a query from one of our subscribers asking for how can I use loop controller and once only controller in a different logic. And then moving on to the next one. So this is what is Kubernetes and how they work. This is actually the starting of the Web DevOps Spark. So where I started to create more videos on DevOps related topics. And there are two other videos on how to do batch job testing using Neoload and how JMeter works. And then there is one video which is on the Python playground, which is like a very basic video, and then how to use JMeter HTTP Cache Manager for effective cache handling in performance testing. And after that, I have actually started creating some videos on how to upskill your performance testing knowledge, and there are like several videos on that. You can see continuous videos on that, and how and where to find the JSON YAML path extractor in JMeter. So this is another interesting video using JMeter part. And after that, I have created that. This is another important topic. So if you're someone who is having your Postman script in your project and wants it to convert into Neoload, yes, this will very well help you, because you don't want to like start doing it from scratch. You don't want to worry about what steps are there. You can just you can just watch this video and find how to convert your Postman script to Neoload script. And then again, there are like some other videos on upscaling your performance testing knowledge. And then what are the new features in Apache JMeter 5.6.3. This is another important video because this will help you to understand the new features you have with Apache JMeter 5.6.3. And then we have another video on how to use the thread group in JMeter. So the thread group, we all know it's a very basic thread group which we all use to run the test, where we add the users, the duration, the ramp up, everything. But here you can very well understand like how well we can effectively use this. And then some other upscaling your performance testing knowledge, and how to use Arrival's thread group. So this is a follow-up of the previous thread group. So there is a thread group video, and then I have created a video on Arrival's thread group. And after that, I have picked up the functions. There are like a lot of functions in JMeter. So this is one of that video where you can see how to use the time function in Apache JMeter, and then upscaling your performance testing skills. And then here comes the K6. So most of us use K6 for API performance testing. So here you can see how to correlate the dynamic data in K6. And after that, you can see how to generate HTML dashboard using both GUI and non-GUI mode in JMeter. So if you're running a JMeter test and you want to get the HTML dashboard, so you can get it actually using this, both the GUI and using non-GUI mode. So this is more interesting. And then how to, again, it's a part of function. So it's a time shift function. and then another video on any difference between any and random order neural variable. So we do have the variable managers where we can see the numbers, right? So where we can see how many the type of data where you can achieve, like you can pick up any data, we can pick up the data in random order. So what's the difference between them? And then another function related video, which is function helper dialog, and then how to create JMeter script from the curl command. Yes, we do have the curl command, the command URL one, and we can so we can use that command to use the JMeter script. And this is on March, and then we had which components of JMeter used to simulate. So these are like some questions, and then this is another it's a kind of a mix of DevOps related videos where I was trying to connect the Azure DevOps, and this is the other one which will help you to learn it. And then what does the term thread group represent? And there are like some other videos where you can see like mostly on DevOps related, like this is mostly into Azure related part, where you can learn how to deploy Azure Virtual Network using Terraform. Yes, we do have we are going to discuss a lot of Terraform related, Azure related topics in our new channel, the Azure the DevOps Studio channel. So please do subscribe to our new channel. And then we do have a performance engineering techniques which you must know as part of your upskilling skills, and then how to use if controller with and or condition, and then there are some of the direct quiz questions, and how to use continuous testing using Azure DevOps, JMeter, and performance testing, and some of the performance tuning and optimization techniques which you must know, and how to ramp down the load test using the K6, and some of the interview questions as well. So these are the most watched videos last year, like the interview questions. And like I should say, like many of our subscribers have got a good placement by watching the interview questions. So if you are someone who is interested to get good placement, please do watch the interview questions in our channel. And then there are like several videos on JMeter Bootcamp in Tamil. So if you are someone who is interested to watch it in Tamil, please do check it out. And in April, what do we have? So we have I have posted several videos on interview questions and life cycle of thread. So this is again, it's more interesting if you want to learn, if you want to crack your interview, and then how to analyze thread dump and what is continuous integration. And this is another Terraform DevOps related topic. And then there are like I told you, there are like several performance testing related questions. And this is another one, like why to do how and why to do 1 million user load testing using JMeter, and then how to use character inbuilt function in JMeter. And then there are several videos on how to like JMeter Bootcamp in Tamil. And yeah, like I told you, there are like several other videos on bootcamps and thread groups. And yeah, this is one of the videos. So actually last year I have got a lot of feedbacks from you that my audio is not well. So I have actually fixed it by bringing in new headphones, and now I think you are getting my audio very clearly. And yeah, this is another video like how to use concurrency thread group. And in fact, this is one of the videos that has been having high views, where people who are interested to learn JMeter from scratch, so they are actually watching this video. So please do save this playlist and you can watch it. And then several other interview questions in our channel on April and May, and how to collect NFRs for a newly launched application. So this is another most highly asked questions to me, like how should I collect, so what should I collect for the NFRs and non-functional accounts for a newly launched application. So these are the questions. And then there are like several other interview questions as well. And there was a Neoload bootcamp which actually happened for like 4 hours last May. And then we have actually connected with other Azure related topics as well, DevOps related topics. And then there are several other interview related questions. And here you can see like what and how to use the store procedure to improve the query performance. So this is another interview question. So whatever you see here with this image, so these are interview related questions. So I just want to highlight this with this image. So the moment you see this part, you can understand, okay, this is an interview question, and you can very well watch this if you're interested to crack some interviews. And then this is another DevOps related, so how to protect your GitHub branches. And in fact, I've got very good comments and very good feedbacks on this part. And then challenges and our approach to overcome the collecting NFR for performance. So this is actually a kind of a round table from many of the performance test engineers where we meet last year. That's on June. And then few more videos to go. And yeah, so there are like several videos on K6 actually. Last year we have said this year, 2024. So we have actually discussed and I have created many videos on K6. and some videos on the DevOps as well, like what is horizontal scaling and what is vertical scaling, and what are the top 6 performance metrics to collect after performance testing. And this is, again, I told you that this image or this logo tells you that this is a performance, it's interview question basically. So you can very well watch this and understand the performance testing lifecycle, and how to convert a standalone query to stored procedure to improve the performance. So this is more important if you are someone who is trying to fix some performance related issues. And what is the Dynatrace 1H? So if you're someone who is interested to learn about Dynatrace and want to crack the interview, so this is more useful for you. What is a Dynatrace 1 agent and how to use it? And then we have a small Neurode bootcamp. And this is another most important video, because how to, if you're someone like who is working on an application and if they have a mobile related application, so you can very well use this, where you can see how to record an iOS mobile application using JMeter. And then here you can see how to capture a last dynamic value in JMeter and how to exclude the URLs in JMeter while recording scripts. Yes, whenever we record any scripts, so we do collect all the background URLs. But when you're using this, when you're watching this video and when you're doing this, so you won't be able to, your script will not record the unwanted URLs. This will be very useful again. And how to merge the results in JMeter and how to install JMeter certificate automatically using this batch. So I have created one, and that actually worked very well, so you can very well check this as well. And then I have checked about what is Azure load testing and how to run your first URL based testing using Azure load test, and how to execute this SQL file using JMeter, and how to execute JMeter load test with parameterization. And also you can watch how to execute JMeter script using different browsers, which is using JMeter using Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, and how to determine the peak user load for load test for an existing application. So all these actually you can understand how did we do this by watching these videos. And then another few interview related questions on June, and some of the videos where we had on very most common questions, like you can watch this, how to extract multiple lines using correlation. So these are like more interesting, you should definitely watch this. And then we started with JVM, how to learn how to what is JVM and how do we use it in the application. And then there are like several other videos on JMeter running from Jenkins and GitHub, and what is chaos testing. More videos are actually coming in this year, so please do subscribe and watch our channels and enable the notification button so that you can get all the latest videos. And yeah, this is one more video on how to connect the JMeter plus MongoDB for a load test. This is another peculiar video we have, which you can't find anywhere else. So this is another one which you can watch in our channel. And then there are several other videos on JMeter in terms of like bean shell functions, JMeter load test using Docker, and how to execute stored procedures in JMeter. So all these are more interesting and more informative to you. And then we have how to integrate and collaborate Trice and test Neurode with Azure DevOps. So this is another interesting one, and how to estimate the performance testing effort using template. So all these happened in June, July. And then we have several videos on Kubernetes, how should I monitor Kubernetes during performance testing, and what are the common performance bottleneck in Kubernetes. So these also will be very helpful for you. On all of these we created on June, July. And then moving to July and August, we have discussed most of the most common questions, and then we also discussed about some of the common load runner functions and Azure application insights, and we discussed about some of the correlation topics and some of the essential criteria for performance testing setup. So if you're doing performance testing, and what point do you sign off your testing, at what point do you understand that okay, the testing is over and we can move to the next step, or we can either sign off or we are not going to do a sign off part. And then some videos on how to run your Postman script in Azure DevOps. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting and useful. So if you're someone who is running your Postman script in Azure DevOps, a scheduled one or unscheduled one, or as part of the build pipeline, so you can very well watch this video. And how to correlate dynamic boundaries using JMeter, and how to create your first true client script using load runner. So all these will be very helpful. So actually they have posted some videos on true client on this one. And then I've created another video on how to execute this trust test using JMeter, and how to update the remote repository in GitHub. So this is again another part of DevOps Studios. You can watch more interesting videos in the coming year from our DevOps Studio channel. So at the end of this video, I'll show you our DevOps Studio channel. You can very well subscribe to it. And yeah, so after that, I've created several videos on Kubernetes. So there are like a lot of support from you on Kubernetes and Kubernetes related topics. So that has happened actually in September, and it was very interesting to know. And then moving on to September, and then we have October. So in October, yes, I have actually posted more videos on DevOps related topics, and then again, but I still do create videos on interview related questions, and again, it's a mix of load on Kafka, what is Kafka, what are its components, and how to create Azure resource groups in Azure, how to create a summary report after JMeter load test. So all these are like more interesting and it will be very helpful for you if you're someone who is very well want to know, to learn. Yeah, I know we all want to learn as a performance testing. We just have to upgrade our knowledge. So just watch all these videos and you will definitely be in a top position in terms of learning. And then at the end of, so we are in October and November, and there are some videos on Neoload, JMeter, and Load Runner. And in fact, there are like some videos on Prometheus, Grafana with MySQL, so how to connect Grafana with MySQL database, and what is how to reset the Grafana admin dash password and everything. So all these are like more interesting. And then some videos on K6 as well has come up, and then yeah, there was one few videos on K6 Studio. So we all know K6 has come up with the K6 Studio where we can do the replay and record and replay. And then some videos on JMeter as well. So JMeter is always on our bucket, and some videos on Neoload, JMeter, and K6 parameterization, K6 Studio parameterization, and then GitLab plus JMeter. And yeah, this is the first video on GitLab. So how to run your testing with GitLab in JMeter. So this is all about last year. So if you find like, okay, I have missed this video to watch, so you can very well watch these videos this year, no problem. You can watch, like I told you, can watch anytime, anywhere. And if you have any questions, please do comment in the comment section. And if you are, please feel free to join our WhatsApp channel. There are like more than 500 to 600 subscribers for performance testing minds. So you can post your questions, you can learn a lot, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And all these are free. And if you are someone who wants to learn a bit more, one step ahead, you can very well take the membership, and you can reach out to me for more one-to-one connect, like talk, and then we can discuss more. And yeah, this is all about 2024. And I'll just show you our new channel, that is the DevOps Studios. Yep, so here is our channel, DevOps Studios. So I'll share you the link, this description, so that this is our new channel where we're going to. So I already have posted 2 videos, and you'll watch them in the upcoming days. I mean next year. There are like more videos coming on, more videos in the pipeline, and this channel is going to focus only on DevOps related. Like when I say DevOps, you're going to talk about right from all the tools, right from tools which you start from planning, building, deploying, monitoring, containerizations, and all these are going to be in this channel. So if you're someone who is very interested to learn new topics, new technologies, and want to move to DevOps, please do subscribe to our channel. Our channel is again, I'm letting tell you, it's DevOps Studios, and I will again share you the channel details. So we already have one subscriber who has actually joined today morning, and he has asked me actually, I'm planning to learn DevOps Studios. What should I do? I just showed him this one. So please do join, and he's our first subscriber, and I welcome you all to our new channel, DevOps Studios. And yep, we'll meet again next year, 31/12/2025. Until then, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and your favorite Little Star YouTube channel and DevOps Studios YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.